Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your baby girl Gloria. So today I want to talk about a very delicate topic which may be kind of personal to some people. If this video is going to offend you in any way, shape or form, it is not intended, and I would just kindly advise you to just maybe scroll away if you're going to take this video personal. Let's talk about racism in the UK. I've got so many questions. If I get paid for the amount of time I get asked if I've ever faced racism, if there's racism in the country, especially in Scotland. Someone sent a message recently and said there are not so many black people in Scotland, and she heard that so many racism in Scotland. Have I ever experienced racism? And to be sincere, like I always said, is racism is a personal thing. What you experience living in a part of the country as a black or colored person is not the same thing I'm going to experience. I'm sorry if you hear background noises. I'm outside. I just want to do this video, so as it just comes. As much as I will not be able to tell you that you will not face racism, I'm not going to be able to guarantee that you will also ever face racism, because from my own experience, or generally speaking, I've watched so many people talk about racism in the UK. Racism is a little bit subtle. That's the word. It is subtle, it is institutionalized, it is not talked about. It is something that you may not be able to pick up except you're very keen and you look. Sometimes you cannot differentiate between if what you're going through is racism or is just mere hate or is just ignorance or stupidity, because they will not come to you directly to tell you, oh, I hate you, black, or go back to your country. You may not experience that form of racism. You may. I'm not going to rule out the fact that you may, because I don't know. I've not lived in the whole UK. I've lived in Scotland. I've been to England a few times, but I've not lived there continuously, so I will not be able to tell you what you will experience as an individual in the part of the UK where you will find yourself. But racism is something that exists. You may face and you may not face, and you may not be able to identify it because it is very subtle. It is not a direct thing. It is just when you look at that incident or you look back at it to some extent that you feel, oh, I think this is racism. And I've asked people that I've seen come to study here, or people with color that I've worked with, and I think out of so many of them, they've not actually experienced like physical severe form of racism in the UK. The one that someone said he has experienced, which I think is the most extreme I've heard, was him entering the bus and the woman stood up because he was trying to sit beside the woman, and she said, I cannot sit with him. And then somebody who is white, just reported the issue to the bus driver, and the bus driver said the woman needs to leave the bus. The thing is, because they know that racism is not accepted, it is not going to be so obvious, because if someone do it and it's being reported or it's being taken up, it is a very serious issue. So you will not most of the time experience it like first hand, physically, like somebody coming to you to attack you, to fight you like directly, because even if you are not the one who is going to take it up, if someone close to you who is an anti-racist sees it, they may even defend you, they may fight for you. You see people talking, and even sometimes when I share some experience, like maybe being treated unnicely, and I share with some other white people, they will be like, oh no, we're so sorry you're experiencing that. So if that should happen where someone is being racist against you, you may have someone who will stand up for you, who will fight for you. Some people take it really personally when you tell them that you've experienced racism. Like, they will take it really personal, and you see them that they are really sad because they believe that it is not what people should do. I think because of civilization. So to some extent it is something that happens, but sometimes, most of the time, you cannot 100% pinpoint or lay your hand on it. But one thing I'm going to tell you, as someone with color, as a woman, black, whatever it is, and the thing is, racism is not only from white. It can be from Asia, from black to black Asia. It can be from anybody, and it is not just us who experience this thing. Like, people from the Asia countries, some white, some people from even Scottish to England. Like, it is not something that is just based on like one particular race. So if at some point you feel like what you're going through is a form of racism, you should report it. You should not let it lie. I will not condone it. I had one experience, I would say, when one day I was in the park, in this particular park that I'm recording in, and a child just walked up to me and said, "Black people," and I told her, "Excuse me, what did you just say?" But she ran away, and I was looking for her because I was looking for her mom, and then she disappeared. I couldn't recognize her anymore. Those type of attitudes should not be accepted. Like, it is not acceptable. It should not be condoned. You shouldn't take it. And if anyone is doing that to you, you should stand up for yourself. You yourself should try not to be using the racism card all the time. Learn to filter out what is going on before you pinpoint if it's actually like concluding. You shouldn't always look out for those things. I always say I don't look out for those things. I'm a very positive person. You need to have a lot of confidence in yourself. Teach your children to be confident in themselves, in their skin, in their color. And that's one thing I'm going to say. I'll try to change my location because it's becoming a little bit noisy, and I'll try to record the other part on another side. So whether or not I've experienced racism, I'm not able to like 100% tell you yes it was or no it wasn't. But looking back, I would say yes, sometimes there are some things that will happen and I'm like, that wouldn't have happened if I was white, and asking if I get stared at, of course I do. And you see people looking at you, looking at your children, and I don't usually see it as in a negative way. I would just think, most of the time I usually think it's admiration, looking at me like, oh, this guy is so cute. Of course. So don't look at it in the negative way. And one thing I'm going to advise you is you should build up your confidence level. If you're going to be in a country where you have people with different race, different ethnicity, different culture, different look, where you can be in a room where you're the only one who is going to be your color, who is going to be your kind, who is going to think the way you think, who is going to feel the way you feel, you should have this self-confidence in yourself. So if you don't love yourself first and build your self-confidence, whatever anybody does or say or do not say, you're going to just think, oh, this person is being racist against me. But if you love yourself first, build your self-confidence, that even when someone is trying to like treat you in a different way and you're beginning to think it's racism, you're able to walk up to them. Like, I don't think anybody will be able to like walk up to me now and throw racist issues or racist words and I will not confront them, except it is the very aggressive one that I would like try to report, trying to phone the police. But if you think in any way or form you're facing the aggressive form of racism in any way, please make sure you report, inform your organization, phone 999 if you have to. Don't allow yourself to be abused by some psycho who will treat you in a kind of way because of your color, because of your belief. But like I said, you don't always look for attack, don't always look for racism, don't always use the racism card. Okay, some things has happened with myself and my colleague, and then my colleague will be like, Gloria, that was racism, and to me I didn't even know it was, or I didn't see it like that. Like, and if you have children especially, you need to teach them to be strong, you need to teach them to believe in themselves, you need to teach them to have self-confidence, to know that they are beautiful, to know that they've got all the skill they need in the world, to know that they are precious, they are valued, no matter the color, the race, the ethnicity. It is building your own self-confidence that will help you to go through anything, either abroad, at home, wherever you are in this world. If you don't have self-confidence, if you don't believe in yourself, if you don't believe in your own ability, your own capacity, and you don't love yourself enough, everything people do or do not do will mean negative to you. You just always focus on what you're here for, focus on what you want, and don't always look for the negativity, because even back home in your country, there's no way everybody in the world is going to like you. Some people will like you, some people will not like you, not because of who you are, just because of who they are. So do not allow other people's belief, other people's life, other people's opinion, don't allow them to affect you negatively. See those things as opportunity to build yourself, opportunity to grow, and to know that you're there for a reason, and that is the only reason you should focus on. So that is one thing that has helped me to like live a happy life abroad, as a black woman with self-confidence, and I'm teaching my children as well to love themselves, to believe in what they are, and not allow the negativity in the world to get to them. So I wish you good luck, and I hope you will never ever have to experience any negativity or anything that will make you think you're being you're facing racism or anything. Apart from that, I'm really going to say, with my own personal experience, I've had nothing but happiness in Scotland. I've had nothing but lovely people. I've had nothing but friendly people who will approach me, talk to me, smile at me, direct me. Even my children, they have friends, they go to sleepovers. So I've had nothing but joy, especially in the part of Scotland that I am. I am happy and I love living here. It is a beautiful place, and sincerely speaking, I cannot fault them. Of course, you must have seen my video that where I talked about co-workers from hell. It's just because the person may be crazy doesn't mean the whole country is racist. You know what I mean? So yes, personally speaking, no, I haven't experienced the aggressive form of racism. It's possible in a subtle way, maybe people looking at you one way, but once you know you're cute like that, like nobody can get to you. So that's just it. Like, build your self-confidence and go to the world, go out there and achieve your goal. Nothing should stop you. I love you so much. I'll see you again in my next video. Until then, take care, stay safe. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please remember to subscribe, click on the notification bell, and drop a comment down below and let me know your opinion. If you've been offended by this video, I hope you're not, and I'm so sorry. It was not intentional, and I hope you understand my point. I'm just trying to be as neutral as possible and to be as sincere as possible. If any time in the world in the future I face racism, like real life racism, I will let you know, and I hope I'll be able to catch it on camera. I hope I would never ever have to face that anyway. I will see you again in my next video. Until then, stay safe. Bye. See you. Bye.